GGRC.
Hey everybody, welcome to another QuickSave Review with me, RC, here on GGRC. Also, my co-pilot, co-host, Sushi, the gray cat who is pretty irritated. I'm bugging him while he's trying to sleep. Look at that guy. He's cute little guy though, isn't he? So today we're going to be checking out Dash Danger Action Speed Heroes. Now, this is a cool game because it's a platformer that lets you make your own levels and upload them for other people to play. You can make them as easy or as hard as you want, and some of these levels do get pretty damn hard, to be quite honest. This game is currently in early access. It's supposed to come out of early access in this month, June of 2019. And I gotta say, I'm kind of like this with this game. It's okay. I wouldn't say that it's a game that I'm bowled over by, but it is a game that I respect what they're doing. Like I said, I really like the idea of a platformer game where you can make your own levels and share them with other people to play. You know, the whole Mario Maker thing that's going on here. However, the game itself, while it's not bad, leaves a little bit to be desired, and I think the interface is a little bit clunky for what it is. So, here's what we're going to do is we're going to jump in, and I can show you guys all these things that we're talking about right now. Alright, so here we are in the game. We're going to start it up. It lets you know that, it gives you little tips here. Power stones can be combined, blah, blah, blah. Blue power stone allows you to add an extra dash to your combo. So it gives you these quick little tips, but for all I know, I'm not sure that they give you any of these tips actually in the game anywhere. So you get little quick tips while it's, loading things up and stuff. But, for example, if you go to settings, I mean, this is what you're going to see for settings here. You get a bunch of different things for your sound effects and your music. There's different shaders to turn on, so you can turn the shader to like an RGB smudge, which kind of tries to do like the whole TV, old school SNES TV smudge thing. It also does a 4 colors thing here where it tries to emulate a Game Boy. I leave it to clean off because it seems to be the best way for me to play the game here. And then it, of course, gives you controls where they have different settings for the controls as well. This is where you're going to have to figure out like what your character can actually do. He can actually jump, dash, and shoot. And depending on what character you have, there's actually different things that they could do with their own abilities and that kind of thing. So if we go to heroes, you're going to see that I normally play as little rabbit guy here, Max Leap. But you can play as other characters too. So we'll start from the beginning here. You have Duffy. He has his own plasma lava gun. And you can see that their stats do change as you pick them. So you have the Raider, has a Uzi. Cleo has a Diadem of Fire. Young Dragon has a Shuriken. And there's Max Leap. So Max Leap has great jump power. That's why I like playing as him. Some of these other characters have, better attributes for different things in different worlds. Is basically how it all comes down to. As you can see, I've collected 1 diamond with Duffy here. 11 diamonds with Max Leap. So Max has been my favorite character because I find some of the other characters very difficult to control through the game, and maybe we'll check them out so we can get into that. And that was actually one of the things, because I was actually sent this code back a while ago. I would say probably about a month ago, and I loaded it up, checked it out, and it was because it was early access. I said, okay, I'm not going to check this game out right now. I'm going to give them a little bit of time to kind of like iron a few things out with the heroes and stuff like that, because I was not having that much fun with it. I wasn't liking the way it was, characters were controlling. I didn't like the way the camera moved along with the levels and stuff. There were a few different things I did not care for. Let's jump into the game here and see what we could do. We're going to play through a couple easy maps here. And this is where my first confusion comes in right here. So you can see that you have different levels here, and I have not played through all of these levels. I played through a handful of them, but you're going to see that any map that I seemingly select seems to have it saying that I've completed it in some way or whatever. So, for example, you'll see anything that has a green gem on it. That is something I finished with Max Leap. You can see anything with a red gem on it, I finished with Duffy. I haven't used the other characters yet. So you go and pick different heroes to collect the gems and try to, I guess you could try to get the gem with every single character if you so choose. But you'll see that it actually sets up, underneath it says with the different characters, it'll show a thing that says completed by you, world record set by you. Obviously, I didn't complete it with that character, but then it'll go to pink and say completed by you. I don't understand what this little banner is underneath it. I don't think it's very accurate as to like what I did in a level and what I didn't do in a level. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it incorrectly, but it seems a bit wonky as to what it's trying to tell you there. Regardless, let's start with the very first level here, just so I can show you guys what this is all about. So here's Max. He could swim, he could jump, his big double jump here, and what he could do is he can wall jump over, and your whole premise is to grab this gem at the end of the level. And once you do it, you finished it. You did good. You can A, go right into the next level, and you're going to want to grab this. These are ammo packets here. These will let you shoot. So you can do this and shoot down, which is pretty fun. Now, if you ever want to, you don't feel like you got a good time on that, you could hit retry. Grab these as quick as you can. Shoot those, and then drop right down. There we go. We shaved a lot of time off of our original time. So you're going to have to play through these levels a couple times to get to that point, though. We'll go to the next one here. Obviously, I've already played through these ones before. This one... yes. Now, these little characters, these little red guys here, you can actually jump on their heads like that, but you cannot touch them in any other way, or they will kill you. There we go. We got a better time there. Let's go to the next level here. This one's interesting. It has you climbing up, and you got to go up, and you got to collect some ammo, so that way you can actually exit through the bottom to climb back up through the top. So, oh, we really made that guy mad jumping on his head. Come on, keep going. Don't hit any of these enemies here. There we go. Blast through. So, some of the levels are actually pretty creative that way. Some of them are just jumping puzzles. Other ones are kind of like that, where you gotta kind of maneuver, figure your way out through it. I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of how the camera moves in this game. You see, anytime you make a little jump here, the camera moves all over the place, so it can be hard to see where you're trying to land, and that gets really irritating. You also see here when you finish a level, there's no option to go back to the main menu. I don't know why that is. This is part of why I'm saying the controls in this are a little clunky. It's not so much controlling the character that's clunky, the camera for that is clunky. However, the controls, managing the menus and that kind of thing are clunky. So you can go to the next level, you can retry, you can rate down or rate up. So if you rate this one up, you'll rate it up, and then you go to the next level automatically. The only way to leave is you actually have to pause here, and then for some odd reason, there's this teeny, tiny, tiny little menu, and you have to go all the way down to exit run. So, there you go. Now, I remember previously there was an easier way to select a hero than having to go back out to the heroes menu, but now, for some odd reason, I'm not really seeing that, and I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, it's very strange. And one of the other things too is it would seem, because I can go to back and I can go back to the main menu here, but it would seem as though like the trophy that's in the top left corner there, it would seem like it's something you could select and you could see like your best times or something like that, but it's not. It's just like kind of sitting there. It's very very interesting the way these menus are laid out in a way. Let's actually go back. Let's check out some of the other heroes here. Let's go to Duffy, because I've actually completed things with him. And, oop, wrong one. Play, here we go. All right, let's go to exploration. It says this is new. I haven't tried this out yet. I don't know what it is. You'll also see that it shows you certain hero, there's certain levels that you can only complete with certain heroes here, right? So you'll see the top one here. You can't use the ninja dude, whatever his name was there. So let's jump into this one real quick. There we go, we made that. So now we gotta... There we go, I had to dash through that. So that was not too bad. Oh, jeez. Can you actually get through this one? How? Without jump? Just dashing? No, because if I dash, I run right into the spikes. I have no idea. So you're gonna run into stuff like this where it's like, I'm surrounded by spikes, how in the hell am I supposed to get through this? Am I just not seeing it? Yeah, if I dash, I hit that, so... Try to get this guy as close there as I can. Yeah, I don't know. That one I have no idea about. Apparently people have finished it. Or, actually, it's the same guy, the Dr. 2B. So, apparently the guy created this, and he found a way to finish it that nobody else can figure it out. So, I have no idea. Let's see here. What else we got? We got Space Gang. Let's try this one out here. Okay. Okay, so that one I jumped over him. That works out pretty well. Okay, we're still moving here. Oh, I fell right in the guy with the dynamite. Alright, so this is, I think, a pretty good example of a level that's difficult, but it's not ridiculous. Man, you gotta really nail that dash, though, if you're gonna get over this guy. Can I just jump over him? Yes, you can. Okay. So you see, when you activate some of these levels, you have to hit the switch, and when you hit the switch, then the diamond will appear and you can collect it. Let's be really careful here, because I don't want to have to do this again. There we go. We did it. Good game. We'll rate that one up, because that was well made. So this is one of those games where if you are really interested in just getting in and playing a bunch of platformy levels, there we go, and getting out real quick, you could do that. You could go in, play like a handful of levels, and get out. No one's going to judge you. However, it's also one of those games where you're not going to be able to really pick between the quality of your levels. This one is pretty weird. This one would seem like it needs to be a max leap level. So for some reason, this one's called the Spitter. Let me go back out. So if I go here, let's find the Spitter. So there it is. The Spitter. Yeah, so for some odd reason, the level, even though it only has records for the ninja guy and the max leap dude, for some reason it's letting me play it as the Duffy guy. So I don't know. For some reason, like I said, another thing that makes it a little bit clunky is like that there's certain characters that you can't play during this. It should give you a selection before you start the level. Like, hey, you can't use your current character on this level, or one hasn't been finished with this character. So pick between these two. Something like that I think would really, really help. Here, let me go back to heroes I'm comfortable with. I would say Max Leap seems to be the comfortable character that everybody seems to have in all of their levels, so I think he might be the favorite if I had to guess. Let's play through a few other levels here. We have the newest. Let's see. So I played through that one. That was that really annoying one. Let's, what else we got? Newcomer's Tunnel. Let's check this out. Oop, oop. Oh, died on the spikes. Ah. Ah! It's not so bad. Oop, just gotta know where to use that double jump, that's all. Oh man. There we go, we made it. Not too bad, we're only 3 seconds behind the best record there. Check out the next level here. Oh man, those dynamite guys are blocking our way. Man, this level is crazy. I don't really know what's going on in this one. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, you guys have seen some of the custom levels and stuff like that. But what we haven't done yet is we haven't created a level yet. So, I will say, I got kind of frustrated earlier because I attempted to create a level, and creating a level in this is simple as punch. It is really easy to make a level. However, I find it very clunky to try to save, upload, do all that stuff. I accidentally deleted my level from earlier, which I guess is a blessing in disguise because we're going to create a new one here. So from here, you can actually pick your level size. It'll give you an example of how big your level is going to be on the right there. So you have a 2-to-1 level, 3-to-1, 4-to-1, and you could do a 1-to-2 well. So you could do a vertical level or a horizontal level, basically. We're just going to do a 1-to-1 just to give you a simple idea here. You could do alien set, the rooftop set and the jungle set. We're going to stick with jungle, but we're going to change our backdrop to swamp. So let's create. So here we go. You start with your main character right here. Then what you want to do is you can build however you want. So I really like the wall jumping in this game. It's one of my favorite things in this game, probably. One of my favorite mechanics, I should say. And I'm going to try to recreate what I was making before. So everything that you're selecting up there is done with the trigger buttons. So your trigger and your bumpers switch between the different things. So you can see that's been selected. You can select between the different things up there. There's a lot of cool little things in here. So for example, if you want to put in that thing, that is a platform that moves back and forth. You can put in a spawn point for your character if you want to change that. You put in your ammunition, a button, which is actually what we're going to put in as a button. And we can put our gem down over here. Like I said, I'm going to try to recreate what I had before. Bunch of barrels. These steel cages are what you need a button for. Or not a button, a gun and ammo for. So if you see one of those, you're going to need to go find some ammo for your gun. And let's see. Yeah, we'll go with this for right now. So this is... There we go. It's as easy as hitting B to delete stuff. All right, so we're going to put this right up here. And we are going to do some crazy stuff here. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that there. We don't want them hitting the spikes. But we also don't want to make this too easy, so we'll put some spikes there. Put a spike there. Put one here. We'll put a walking enemy right there just for fun. So at any point, we can hold Y. And we can test it. Here's our character. And it pops you in just like that. So you got to hit this button to actually make the gem show, right? So you can see, oh, there's a little platform over there. I'm assuming that's where the gem's going to show. So we get this. And then you got to ride the cliff all the way down. And there you go. We finished it. Very cool. Another thing that's clunky about this is that before you upload a level, you actually have to save a record of your level. So right now you would think what that means is, oh, I've beaten it on my test run. That should be a record enough, right? But no, not quite. So if you hit retry will hit hold Y. So what you got to do is you got to hold start, save level. We'll just give it a name of GGRC sample. Okay, there we go. It is now saved. But you do have some options for that. Like you could change the tune that plays in the background with the music, with your level, which is kind of cool. We'll save it with the new music there. It's kind of hit or miss whether it actually plays the music to give you a sample. I've had it give me the sample of the music before, but it doesn't right now for some odd reason. All right, we're going to exit the editor because we got our level done. Now at this point, here's our level. Oh, actually, it looks like it did save my record. So at this point, I should be able to hit X to share. So what happened to me was I accidentally hit Y and then my level was just gone. So we're going to share the level. Hit A. Description. Nah, we don't need a description. There we go. Successfully uploaded a level. Access it in the newest list. So now if we go to play. There we are. GGRC sample. Now, for us to get more characters in there, obviously we've got to play as other characters. So let's see if we can do that now. Let's get Duffy in there at least. And let's go to play. And newest. Whoops, head back. Newest. There we go. Oh, yeah, look at that. Even faster with Duffy. Really silly music and stuff. I like that. So I like that aspect of it. And now our level is actually in the mix now. They got to fix this menu thing that's so tiny. I don't know why it looks that way. But if we go to newest here, you can see, hey, look, there we go. We got gems with both characters now. So that must actually be what that is. When you don't see a character on there, that means someone hasn't finished it with that particular character. But see, that's one of the things about this game that I'm not the biggest fan of, and why I think it's a little bit clunky, is that there's a lot of those things that are just not explained. They really need a portion in this game, a menu, whatever it is on the front page, that just talks about a bunch of these different things. Tips, a little handbook, like a digital handbook would be really nice. Any of that stuff. Because as it stands right now, I think that the menu system in it is a little clunky. The game itself, you know, it's not bad. It's not the most fun platformer I've ever played. It's very competent. And I feel like it's one of those games I might come back to every now and then just to try a couple of levels, but it's not grabbing me for some odd reason. I'm not sure what it is. The camera movement kind of throws me off a little bit. Yeah, and there's a few other factors that I've already talked about as well. I really love the create a level and upload it type of thing. I really enjoy that. I think that's a really good addition to the game. Yeah, but there's just something about this game that just isn't hitting me hard. You know, but I did want to show it off here because I do think it's a pretty cool little system and a cool little game. It is something that's coming out of early access this month. If this is something that interests you, definitely, you know, is probably going to be something you should check out. But for me personally, I don't know. Like I said, when I started this, I'm kind of, you know, in the middle with this one here. But hey, you know what? When it comes out of early access, maybe they'll have an update that fixes some of these things, you know. And of course, it is early access, so you can't judge it too harshly by where it's at. But considering it's supposed to be coming out this month, I really don't know, you know, as far as that goes. But really like the level editor. Gameplay's all right. Max Leap is a cool character. He's probably my favorite character. You know, actually, before we go, I guess maybe we should spin through some of the other heroes, huh? We got the Raider. She's kind of got like a, you know who that could be? I'm not sure. It's a woman named the Raider. She has an Uzi. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. What haven't we played yet? We haven't played this one. Jeez. So you see the characters also have a completely different look from some of the other characters as well, which is pretty silly. You got characters who have like a big beefy pixel look to them, and then you have characters who have this like real tiny like thin frame thing going on as well. Oh, didn't really get to use my ammo there. Oh, this is a bit of a... Oh, we didn't quite make it there. Okay. Let's see. Player ghost off. Here we go. Change hero. There is one in there, but it's super tiny. Okay. Let's check out Cleo. Here we go. So there we go. She's got the more beefy pixel character look going on, which is good. Oh man, her jumping sound is kind of awful. She just keeps going, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we want to be able to make this jump this time. That's actually a much longer level than I was kind of expecting here. I can't believe some of the characters, or some of the players in this game are actually able to finish their levels that quickly. Like, it took me 45 seconds almost to get through that, and the guy who created it got through it in 30 seconds. That's crazy. I mean, he knows what he's doing, obviously, but it's just nuts to me. Alright, let's go to... Yeah, we'll just go to the next level. And I want to change... there we go. Have such a hard time reading that menu. Change hero. We have one more hero we haven't seen yet. This is the Year Dragon dude. So he's got a different dash there. Yeah, that really throws him out there. Okay. Jump. Ooh, yeah, that's no good. That's no good either. Whoa. Just gonna keep bouncing on their heads here. Oh, geez, there's like a million of them. Where is the gem? Oh, come on. The guy with his big hair there almost has like a Johnny Bravo type look to him there. But yeah, there you go, guys. That is Dash. Like I said, I kind of have this kind of relationship with it. Yeah, and I think you guys from seeing it will determine whether this is something you want to check out or not. Comes out this month. Decent little game, just not my favorite. But of course, guys, I will see you all next time on the next Quick Save Review. See you then.